Hey, Charlie Wasson here, realtor in Boerne, Texas, broadcasting from Fair Oaks Ranch today. And I want to share with you the statistics as fresh as they can possibly be, because I'm looking live at the MLS updating a spreadsheet that I started. I started it back August 28th of 2023. Wanted to get as much. That's 2022, actually. Golly, I've been doing this for a while. Just really wanted to have the ability to look back at actual numbers, see actual trends. People ask, how's the market? The best way to answer that is to actually have the facts. Granted, going off of gut and instinct is one thing, but I like to see the data whenever I can. So we're going to share my screen here. Entire screen. Hit that and share. Now we're going to jump live into the MLS. We're doing the zip codes of only 78015 and 78006, concentrating on the Boerne area. And you'll notice that we are concentrating only on what's happened the last 30 days. Whenever I concentrate on just the last 30 days, I can really make the information a finite amount, and we can see how it's stacking up compared to other 30 days. Other 30 days that we've looked at. So with that being said, let's go to the spreadsheet. What we're looking first is active, all status. So I'll show you. I go over to the MLS. Here's where the status is. We're going to go boom, and we're going to say all active statuses and okay. Right now, 368 properties is our magic number. We'll plug into here. Don't want to look at the properties. We don't care about prices just yet. Price change. Let's see how many of those have had some sort of price change in the last 30 days. 70 of those. You can see that number is a little bit higher than it's been for the last several 30-day checks that I've done. AO, that's active option. That is a home that is under contract, but typically in that due diligence period where inspections are getting done and repairs are getting negotiated. We've got 15, which is on par to the last time I did this back in October. Just always looking to see if there's big changes up or down to try to figure out what trend may be occurring. On the pendings, we've got here, shows like 83 in a pending status, which you'll see that's up a lot from where we've been. Let's go ahead and look back into time. Back to August 28th of 2022. That's when I started keeping track. At 83, that is the highest number we've had on any one of these snapshots. So more proof that there are buyers out there and that homes are selling. See that? I know you hear differently on the news, but there's your proof in the pudding right now. These are expired, withdraw, and canceled. So these are people that gave up, just couldn't get the home sold, most likely. Expired, canceled, withdrawn. And we have, I clicked the wrong button, expired, canceled, withdrawn. Do the okay. Get 33 as our result. And that number is down. And what that says to me, and I may be wrong, but if you look back over these last few times I've looked, to me it says the homes are getting sold before the listing agreement ends or before the seller just says, forget it, I can't do this anymore. Take it off the market. Properties sold. Let's see what happens here. These are ones that have actually closed escrow in the last 30 days. I don't care if I run this at the first of the month or the middle of the month. I always do a 30-day look back so we can pick up the end of a previous month if need be. 82 is tracking right along where we've been. Over the last several snapshots, we were up into the hundreds. That was back in May, June, and September of last year. We were in the 80s again in October of 2022. So I'm not seeing anything crazy, but here's what I really like looking at is the average sold price, because everybody wants to know how the market's doing. And what I think they're asking is, are prices going up or down? Average sold price. So here we go. I'm going to plug this in. I'm going to hit sold. Everybody thinks this number is going to go down, but I've just been seeing it go up and up. 82 homes have sold. We're going to click in here. to get to a CMA view. And what we're looking for again is average sold price. Our average sold price is going to be hiding right down here. Average sold price, 639,904. I just copy and paste that right over here. But look, 639,904, quite a bit down from what we have seen. 639,904. You got to go back to this August of 22 to see prices lower. There's a number of ways you might explain that. Part of it, I think, is with the higher interest rates. Affordability has been tarnished a bit. And so people that want to buy a home oftentimes are just having to settle maybe for less square footage, maybe a car garage that they didn't want, lot, something a little lower priced than they had hoped for, but still a pretty significant price point, definitely higher than the rest of the Bexar County area. Average price per square foot of the sold properties, $240.24. $240. That is a little bit lower than we've seen as well. Got to go back to last June to see a price point in that range. Days on market. We go with this number, not cumulative. We're doing the actual days on market is 93. So that number continues to go up. Look where we were, 32, 39, 36. And then this is where the market started changing. Didn't get bad, mind you. It just got a little bit slower. We're now at 93 days on market average, which sounds like a bunch when you compare it to those other numbers, but that's only 3 months. So I would still say kind of normal is like the numbers were before COVID, the years that they describe as the unicorn years. And this is original list price to actual sold price. OLP, that's a 93.52, 93.52. And that is, people price a house, let's say at $500,000. It ends up selling at $480,000. That delta in between there, that's that 7 or 6.5%. People listed here, it's typically closing at about 6.5% lower. So that's some market knowledge you might use as you're looking at websites. The price is here. You might think, well, there's a chance I could get it down in that 6.5% off that price range. That's average. Certainly people are doing better. The biggest on market, 76.92 was the biggest delta. And here's a case of somebody paid 20% over asking price. So again, that's happening as well on desirable properties. Sellers' concessions on average, $11,129. That's definitely the highest that we've seen in the last couple of years. New construction. This is always interesting to see how many of these sales that we're talking about are new construction. Let me do this. I didn't mean to do that. I want to go to construction. Let's do new. And 26 of those. So less new construction selling than we've seen. New average cost per square foot. And then we'll do this. We'll go back to our little CMA view we had earlier. Cost per square foot of a new home on average, $219.13. That was just something I was keeping track of. I was wondering how many of the people that came into these builders didn't have realtors representing them, someone there to work in their best interest to negotiate for them. I've kind of dropped off keeping track of that because it's a waste of time. Either you're going to do the right thing and call a realtor to do your walkthroughs for you to negotiate with the builders, or you think you're going to go on your own and probably pay more thinking you'll save money. But I don't know. I'm just teasing. Do what you got to do. But if you are going to do new construction, I'd love to help you and represent you on that because I worked for new home builders for 9 years. I speak new homes. I understand the timelines and the walkthroughs and all the orientations and everything else that might be a little confusing. I'd love to help you through those and explain the whole process to you. New average size, 2625. So you can see people are going into smaller homes in many cases. And what is this? Average builder concessions, 14,768 or 14,767. 14,767. I don't know where that number just went. There it is. 14,767. 14,767. Rounding. All right. So there you go. If you look at this, let's just go back in time. 368. Nothing too big there. Price change. 70 properties have had a price change. Nothing too crazy. What this just says to me is these two zip codes just continue to be in demand. They continue to have sales. And if you're thinking about a home in the Boerne area, great schools, convenient to IH-10, and big employers down in San Antonio, I'd love to help you. Hope this didn't bore you too badly. It's something that I've been wanting to do. If you have any questions, you can hit me up by email and visit our website, myboernehome.com. We'd love to be a resource for you. Have a good day.